Okay, this is a quick rundown on the Easy Snap Dungeon. First off, you can find it in the Environments folder under the Midnight Stories folder, and then another subfolder called EYS Dungeon, which stands for obviously Easy Snap Dungeon. The easiest way to get started is to make sure that you have your system set up for snapping. Now you can just use the tutorial which I've already provided, but I'll just run through it once more. So basically, say you have your move tool selected, tools and settings, make sure this is on 50 centimeters, enable it, and with rotation set it to 45 degrees, enable it, and you should be good to go. And what you'll be doing is adding props straight up. So let's move this up a bit next to the scenes tab, because you'll be jumping between them with different assets. So what we'll do, we'll add something. Let's add a cross section. Now I've got this set, the render setting to hidden lines, because it's a lot quicker rather than having DAZ Studio render it out all the time. So we'll add some steps. Now we'll jump back to our scenes manager, and now we can use the move tools, and as you can see it jumps in 50 centimeter increments, and everything lines up perfectly. So we'll come back to, we'll grab an endpoint, and you can't see it, so go back to your scene, select it, and this is my first multi-level one where you can go up higher and higher if you want to. So I usually grab your tool, rotate tool, move tool, and as you can see, that's all on, and that's the basics of it. That's simple, that's easy. We'll swap this over to IRA. Not that I've got a very good graphics card in this one. They're all the borders line up. So as you get to the next piece, you'll see there's like a trim around each border, so they all match up as well. But what I'm going to say is, don't use just the ordinary props, mainly because they're a good way to view everything. Select all your items and just click on that, and that'll view everything in the all the items in the view that it can see. But I wouldn't use these, because let's delete these, and we'll go to our subsets. Now the difference with the subsets is they have actually got lights and props already set up within them. So we'll double click this. And as you can see, you've got your torches, you've got your gargoyles, you've got everything set up, your lights are there. So that would be to me the easiest way to set something up. So let's just click on and again I would swap over to the hidden lines again, because it's just so much easier to zoom in and out. We'll swap back to our and what I'm using is the games keys that are built in, which is WSAD keys. And then we'll just so as you can see, it's much better to use the subsets. So that's just the first part of this walkthrough. I'll pause it here and restart it again. Now the best way to get started, I've got 3 pre-made screen scenes for you. So just click on one of them to start up. So this is a typical scene that you'll load up, and you'll have, you know, six or seven lights here which you can choose from. Sorry, my graphics card isn't that quick, I'm afraid. So just click on the different camera positions. We'll try the center one. Now one of the main features of each scene are the different light settings. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, five different light settings. Now how you use them is you just basically you turn off one light section and then just turn on another. So this is just the white one. Cayenne. But make sure you turn your other light off, or else you get hit with two light sources. Here I've got the yellow one on as well. So that's the Cayenne. Also we'll turn this off and we'll go the red one. The red ones, so what other ones? We can turn this off, and this is a bright one. That one really does bring up the lighting in it a lot more. So as you can see, that's a lot brighter than the normal white one. Now you probably could combine a couple together. So let's try the yellow with cayenne and see what we get. Yeah, probably not a real good effect, that one. So I'll just turn off the yellow again. We'll go back to the cayenne. Let's see, steps. Also, I've got like 3 different environment settings to make it a bit brighter. So under render parameters, you've got like a dark, and just and the bright one. That obviously will bump it up quite a fair bit. Then back down to normal. Rightio, so that ends about the scenes and the lighting that comes with them and the different camera views. The next one I'll show you about the props and some of the inbuilt morphs and a few of the tricks, lighting tricks and that with them. So see you then. Okay, I've grabbed 5 of the statue props. These are all the statues that come with the set. Most of them will have like little morphs with them, not a huge amount. I grabbed them from the prop. There's another subdirectory called small props, so you can just go there, and there'll be a bunch of other ones there as well. This guy's probably got the most of the morphs. So what I will say, the wings can be. I've got pose dials on the wings, so you can move them up or down as you like. Front, back, it'll combine them to whatever you want. You can also, where are we? This one, and you should be able to hide all the bases on these guys. So this one, just dial up the base, and then you just got your own. You can move him around as you want. Same with this guy. You can hide the base. Also, I've got a tilt morph in there, but that's mainly because of I had troubles with getting him to sit on corners, and I needed him to tilt down a bit. The rest of them don't really have like this one and this one, they don't have any extra morphs. Sorry, I was looking for the I couldn't see the extra morphs that came with the Angel of Death one. And so make sure you've got the top hierarchy selected to access those under actors, so you can hide your stone or hide your wings. He does move a little bit, but I wouldn't not much really, just enough to maybe give a little bit of variation or so. Yeah, not much there, but better than nothing, eh? So that's the statue props. The next one we'll have a look at is the chest prop. Okay, so I've loaded in the chest prop just to give you a little bit of an idea. It's got a few movements in it too, which is it's more like the lid can lift. So as expected, nothing too exciting about that. The lock can unlock, so make sure you've got the hierarchy set at the top. Go to your actor and just hit unlock, and so yeah, it unlocks. Now there is another subset that I've done with the chest. We'll delete this one and we'll go back into our content directory, and under the subsets there'll be another one called small sets. Well, obviously there's a set of barrels there. If you just saves you setting them up again. Get rid of the U. But we have a treasure chest, yes, believe it or not. With gold coins. Now these are all instances of one, so it's highly optimized and won't slow your rendering down a bit. Your lid can obviously go up and down like you did before, and you can unlock your lock and that. So that's basically it for the chess. So the next thing we'll go to is I do have a wearable preset, and these are obviously named for what figure that you're going to set up to. So make sure your figure's selected before you select it. Double click it and he'll automatically conform to the prop. Now that's for Genesis 8 female and Genesis 8 male too. I've got adjustment dials, so if you have another like just another character in there, you can oops, we'll turn off to do this we need to turn off the snapping for a start. So you can move this up and down. You can also open the stocks, obviously. And I do have like an unlock for the thing, which yeah. You can adjust the size of your holes. I wouldn't say a whole lot, but just in case you get somebody with a bigger or smaller neck. And also for the hands, you can make them smaller or larger as well. So you've got plenty of adjustments in there for that. Right, the next guy we'll look at is the cage. Sorry, I know there's a lot of features in this, and there's a lot to get through. I'll try and timestamp this. I've never timestamped the video before, but sometime in the future I'll get around to it. So obviously, the cage we can under actors, we can shorten the chains if we want to. The skeleton can come in, that's just the normal stance. You can have him begging on that one, or you can have him sitting down. Now there is a door on this, if I can find it. There it is. Open or close. So that's just the features of the. I will say the skeleton probably not great for close-up shots because I've really optimized it. I've used it from a previous, I think Mr. Scallywag's skeleton. So it's highly optimized, so not good for close-ups, alright for seeing it from the distance. So the next thing we'll have a look at is probably the hanging skeleton and the bone pile. So I've loaded up the bone pile and the hanging skeleton. There's not that many morphs in it. I've got a sitting one for the skeleton. So just little slight morphs. You can swing a little bit. Oh, and you can swing. Obviously, you can swing the chains a bit if you want to. Right, so the next thing we'll look at is just the bone pile. Now the bone pile comes with quite 8 different, 9 different shapes all in all. So there should be something, if you want to mix it in there, you can have quite a few of them together because I've optimized the the mesh so much that you can get quite a few in a scene. The only trouble with instances is that you can't morph the skeleton separately. So whatever the first one comes in, that's basically the shape. So what you would have to do is come into small props, another set, and just mix it in like that. So you could put in, I reckon up to 10 of these into one scene, which is more than enough to give a decent bone pile. And one last thing, just a little bit in the material directory, I've got you'll have props that are just got the one material. Other ones, like say this guy here, he has two. All the as you can see, all the props for the statues have three different ones. Now light is meant to be inside the actual dungeon itself, because the lighting's a lot darker. If you want to, but normal lighting just for your other external scenes, and also a dark one as well. So that's on all statues. So with that, I will say bid you adieu, and hope that you get something out of this, and I look forward to seeing some of your pictures in the gallery. Thank you.